Well, it's a beautiful day for a little drive through the cracked windshield of the Chevy Blazer. Golf course over there on the right. I don't see anybody out there yet, but I guess it's only a matter of time before the guys are out there. And as we move along the road here, you'll notice over on the left, you can see the lake, and there's still ice on it. Although I'm thinking it's probably not safe to drive or walk on anymore. The 6th of April here. Beautiful day, 52 Fahrenheit. Hardly any snow left to be seen except in sheltered spots. Ice on the lake is rotting away. The river is flowing pretty strong, but out on the main body of water, the ice takes a little longer to melt. So we're coming up to Lilac Grove, and that's a place we knew pretty well as kids. Used to come and visit our relatives down there, usually in the summer, sometimes in the fall. We get to climb the big hill up on the right there, and it was steep. For kids that are used to living in flatland, it was quite the deal. Climb that hill and look out on the lake, pretty impressive. So we're traveling northbound on Sand Road, as it's locally known. You got that name from the fact that it travels past the tuberculosis sanitarium that was there from, I think, about 1919, operating up until, I believe, 1972, and they closed it down as a sanatorium, and it changed over to the Summer School of the Arts, where I don't know exactly what went on there, but I know I traveled in there way back in the VHS videotape days and recorded some of the goings on, and it's somewhere on my Roosty 6 YouTube channel here somewhere. It'll take me a while to find it, but it was a nice spot for the summertime. You go in there and listen to the music as we continue past there. Looking out on Echo Lake, plenty of ice. And there you go. And right about here is where we leave the Lakeshore Sand Road, as they always used to call it. Turn north on the used to be actually Provincial Highway 35, hard to believe. It's since been downgraded to just a provincial or a municipal grid road, I guess. In fact, you'll see a few feet up, you're going to notice I'll be changing from paved asphalt highway to gravel right about here. I guess the old pavement was going to pieces pretty bad, and they wouldn't want to repave it because the new bypass a little further to the east up on top of the valley was serving as the main thoroughfare from that point on. So this one got downgraded to gravel road surface. It's actually not too bad. A little bit of snow hanging on in the ditches here, the odd place where it's shaded, but it's really pretty bare for the 6th of April. In some of the history books they refer to this as the Maloney Coulee, named after one of the early homesteaders up at the north end, top of the valley here. It's quite a winding little trail. Back when there used to be more traffic, it could get interesting, but it's not too heavily traveled these days. At one point, in the early days, from what I've read, this was known as the Telegraph Trail, because the Telegraph line actually followed this coulee up onto the flatland, and from there north. I'm going to insert a photo here from history. Ironically, the same day in 1885, April 6th, as what I'm driving on it right now. You'll see the picture of the York and Simcoe detachments heading north on the way to the Riel Rebellion. And if you want to read more about that, I'm sure there's plenty of information out there on the net. And we are out of the valley, back on the flatlands again. And just a few miles further north, maybe 20 miles, up in Roosty 6 country, we got a little more snow and ice. You can see the snowdrift still hanging on in the ditches. It's going pretty fast, temperature 52 Fahrenheit. Over there on the right is my canola stubble, and I don't know if it's just an optical illusion. It almost looks like still snow in the stubble, but maybe it's just the white colored canola stubble. In any case, that's a good chance that it caught a lot of snow this winter, because I know that stubble was pretty close to knee deep. Could be interesting. Anyway, we're approaching the end of the video here. A few more miles to go before I get home. Hope you found it entertaining, and stay tuned for the next one from the Roosty 6 channel.